gave a lot of examples. Lot, which is order, Vidhiling, which is potential, likely to happen, and gave in the active voice Kartari Prayoga. And I gave a bunch of one table which has full of dhatus, and it's upasarga. Upasarga is like a preposition you add in front. For example, you have test in English, and if you add upasarga kan, it becomes contest. Or if you add, if you take the same kan with artist, then the meaning of the kan artist is totally different than artist. So upasarga is like that. Upasarga really doesn't have much meaning. But when you add it to the root or a noun or a verb, its meaning drastically changes. Things like gum is to go. If we add in front of that a, long a, agam, to come. Char is to move. Chara is somebody who moves. If you put anu in front, anuchara, the one who follows. That's why in our language you say anucharadu. Somebody who follows the leader or whatever it is. On the other hand, if you look at another word like kram, krama, order, if you put a in front, akrama, totally different meaning.
Vikrama.
So things, if you look at this chapter, let me open that book. I should have opened that first. 1 second.
So Krama section came from that, and Krama section into Krama.
Yeah, so you can get that. And
yeah.
If you look at your volume 2,
we can't see it, and we can't see.
No, I didn't share that yet. Yeah, and you share. You can see this now.
Yes.
Can you see this?
Yeah, we can see now. Yes, sir, we can see.
Okay. Now, if you look at almost towards the end.
Part 2 or volume 2? Yeah?
And part volume. 2. Part 2.
Okay. Yeah.
Section 6.10. I always give you section numbers. And because some books, some people may have a different print. So these are what are known as preposition, adding something to the in front of term. We know if we add afterwards, that's called the prachaya. Prachaya comes after the term. Prachaya parascha. Upasarga comes in front of it. When it is added to a root, it's called upasarga. When we add it to a noun, gna, ajnana. That's not a upasarga, that's a preposition. Same meaning. And the when you for example, karyam is something worth doing it. If you put in front of that dush, it becomes dushkaryam, bad work. So these 22 upasargas are they're added to the roots when they become upasarga, and the meanings changes. And what I did was in here in this table, I took the common roots which we see at our level and gave some arj is to gain, arjana, arjinchatam, arjinchatam. Then if we put upa in front, it becomes uparjana, that becomes that is slightly different meaning. Like
This is Arja or Arj?
Arj.
Uparjana means side income, sir. Like
No,
side
no.
hustle, they say.
No, it's like this. No, for example, the Krishna in Bhagavatam, different name for his Indra is there. He's known as Upendra.
Upendra.
Upa
Indra's
plus
brother.
Indra, Upendra. It's a different meaning. And look at this. Kru is to do, to make. Karma comes from there. Look at Anukru, Anukarana. You all know Anukarana means to imitate.
Yes.
If you add Apa in front of that, it's to harm. Apakaram.
Apakaran.
And Upakaram is enhancing the crew. Good work. Tiras, if you put Tiras and crew, Tiraskaram. Different meaning. And most of you know this in Telugu.
Yeah.
And I try to put the common roots and gave the pari in, if you put pari, parishkaram, to resolve.
Sir, sarga in general means beginning, right? Sargepi nopajayante pralayana. So sarga here, upasarga means that also beginning.
Yeah, they're not. Sarga is not upasarga, means a part.
Close part.
A part. For example, if we say in the books as the Adhyaya 1, in Ramayana they use sarga. And in Mahabharata we use parva. In Ramayana we say kanda.
Prayer chesama sir manamu.
Yema?
Prayer chesama sir manamu.
I'm just sorry. So let's do our normal invocation, please. Please join me. Om Sakana Vavatu Sakana Bhunaktu Saha Viryam Karavavahai Tejasvina Paditamastu Ma Vidvishavahai. Om Shanti 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 Harihi Om Sri Gurubhyo Namaha Harihi Om Saraswati Namastubhyam Varade Kamarupini Vidyarambham Karashyami Siddhir Bhavatu Me Sada. Om Tas Asatoma Sadgamaya Tamasoma Jyotirgamaya Urchorma Amrudangamaya Om Shanti 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 Harihi Om Sri Gurubhyo Namaha.
So then I think I will join later, sir. I have to go for the Gita, this thing.
Please go ahead. Yeah, you put it for recording, Gala?
Yeah, I put it.
Okay, good. And I have a book. Somehow somebody bought that. So it's like this. My generation who are here, whenever they go to India, and if you find some book which is interesting, they buy that, give it to me. This book, this book was published in 1857. And this has all Telugu Samitalu. Plus it has 3,000 Sanskrit Samitalu. And not only that, for every Telugu Samhita, he gives the equivalent Telugu and Sanskrit Samhitas, he gives the equivalent of English ones.
Wow.
And this is called Telugu Lokokti Chandrika. And there is one Samhita, even it's a Sanskritam one, even villagers who are uneducated say that most of the time. Do you know any of that? One common one. Chinnapirallu edustuntaru. You know what they say? Balanam Rodanam Balam.
Okay.
You probably, I'm sure the moment I said, you know that now.
అలా తెలియదు కానివ్వండి, దానికి తెలుగు ట్రాన్స్లేషన్ చెప్తారు, అది తెలుసు.
దిస్ వన్ ఈస్ వెరీ కామన్, పల్లెటూళ్ళు అంటారు అనమాట. పిల్లలు ఏడుస్తుంటే పర్లేదమ్మా, బాలానాం రోదనం బలం, వాళ్ళు ఏడిస్తే మంచి పర్లేదు, వాళ్ళ ఆ ఏడిస్తే లంగ్స్ పని చేస్తాయి, సో ఇట్స్ బెటర్ ఫర్ దెమ్ అని. అంటే ఇప్పుడు పాలు తాగినప్పుడు తర్వాత వాళ్ళు తల్లి ఏం చేస్తారు, తల్లి కానీ పాలు ఇచ్చిన వాళ్ళు కానీ వెనక వీపును తడతారు నెమ్మదిగా, ఆ గాలి బయటకు వచ్చేస్తుందండి. And if they cry it, that comes out also నోట్లో నుంచి.
Sir, first thing we prefer is baby to cry when baby is born.
అయ్యా నిజానికి కరెక్ట్ అమ్మా.
ఎందుకంటే లంగ్స్ ఓపెన్ కావాలని, ఎందుకంటే అవి కొలాప్స్డ్ ఉంటాయి కదా బర్త్ లో, అవి ఓపెన్ కావటానికి. వెన్ దే ఆర్ ఇన్సైడ్ దే ఆర్ కొలాప్స్డ్, దే డోంట్ ఓపెన్ చేస్తే డ్రౌన్ అయిపోతారు. సో బయటకు వచ్చినాక ఓపెన్ అవుతాయి క్రైయింగ్.
And he didn't have to worry about anything about the world. The moment he comes out, now baby from his Puro Janma thinks that, oh, I came onto this, all the problems. So different way of, but you're right. The crying is, that's the first thing they do. So please go through this 6.910. And there are a lot of useful information there. The same section is given section 11, because these are all indeclinables. There are no, you don't change, and it comes on section 11 also. I just copied this from section 11. And this is about 3 pages or 4 pages, 5 pages, sorry. Then I gave bunch of roots with prepositions added. What's the meaning of the root, and what is a common verb with the root, and what's the verb with upasarga meaning. So these are very interesting, and so I want you to browse through this. To get, it took me a long time to compile this section, because I had to go through a lot of books.
Oh, I'm sure, sir. I know.
Okay, now what did we do last class? Go back to last class. We took the root of 1, 4, 6, and 10 ganas, and we derived. Previously, we did the lat present tense for the 1, 4, 6, 10 ganas, and you all know how to do them in detail. And today, last week, we derived the 2 other forms: lot, which is agna, order, and vidhiling, potential. Potential means I hope it will rain tonight. I hope it will be warm tomorrow. You are wishing that. And only in all of these in the active voice, Kartari Prayoga, we'll see the passive voice soon. And then we also went through these upasargas added to the roots. And I gave a bunch of slokas. One is the Sahana Vavatu, grammar for each, detailed grammar, and also another is common blessing, prayer. Swasti prajabhyah paripalayantam nyayena margena mahim mahishaha gobrahmanebhyah shubhamastu nityam lokas samasta sukhino bhavantu. Then I was completely typing, but it Kale Varshatu Parjanyaha. Your book has all this. Kale Varshatu Parjanyaha Deshoyam Shobharaitaha. Then next 2 slokas are of that is Aputraha Pautrinaha Santu, and No. But then it says, you will say, I've forgotten. So sorry, I had to go back to, where is that? No, not this one. Potential mode. Okay. What happened? Examples. Missed him. Okay, I have to do that. Okay. Okay, I took the basic Sahana Vavatu, Sahanau Bhunattu, Sahaviryam Karavavahai, Tejesvinavadhitamastu, Mavidvishavahaihi. And getting the verb in a load and withering form is very simple. You derive the base as we derive for the lung, lat, and add a different pratyaya. Those pratyayas are given in page 230 and the table there. And that table is, this is 74. I think it is 45. Here. But the present tense, we use these pratyayas. Tri, taha, tas, anti, si, taha, tas, ta, me, was, and maha. Parasmayapadi, Atmanepadi is te, ite, ante, se, ite, dve, e, vahe, and mahe. And we know how to add this and follow the Sandhi rules. When it comes to order imperfect, imperative, lot, take the same dhatu, same base, whatever you derived, bhu to becomes bhava base, and add this pratyaya, bhavatu. And then add these pratyayas. I normally tell you not to remember anything, but you have to remember these 4 tables until you become familiar with the once you do that, I don't use this. I use the general ones, which are explained in this table, this. Then I will start deriving that table automatically. But in your case, you have to know this bhava plus 2 bhavatu. That's an order. You all know astu. As is a second gana dhatu, exactly same meaning as bhava, bhu. Second gana has gana vikarana, there's no gana vikarana. So as plus 2 is astu. Shubham astu. May shubham ought to happen to you. And these are, and we also seen the potential. In potential, you add different pratyayas, and bhava plus it bhavet. That's all. And shubham bhavet. May happy the shubham may come to you. And then these two examples, we went through that. Let me go to that example. Sahana avatu. Avatu is the dhatu, is the verb here, and the root is av, and the av plus a first gana, ava plus tu avatu means it's to protect. May that person, whoever you are praying, now is the dual, and everything is explained here in detail. And then Saha now avatu, may he protect both of us, and each word is explained. And avatu is a third person singular active parasmayapadi imperative or load. He, it, or she ought to protect. The root is av, rakshana, to protect. Is the first gana. It's a say takes object. So now is the what you call now is the first person pronoun, like which become I or we. Now is the dual. First person and second person pronouns, you. You could refer to male or female. I could refer to male or female. So it has no gender. So when you do the grammar, now is the Dvitiya Vibhakti object, and it is dual. And so both of us or two of us. Bhunaktu. Bhuj plus bhuj is to nourish, to protect. And in the here he used as a nourish meaning. It's a seventh gana. You don't need to worry about seventh ganas, but it is bhuj, and the it is, you know, bhuj, one word from bhuj you derive is bhojanam. Bhojanam is nourishing you, and you also enjoy that. So bhuj plus two, and when you get the its gana vikarana, it becomes so bhuna, and jakara becomes kakara, because the two is a hard letter, and so jakara first becomes a gakara. Chokuhu, cha varga becomes ka varga, and then ga is there, and ga followed by tha or tu. Ga becomes hard, becomes a ka. It's bhunaktu, and you don't need to worry how to derive them, because we are not deriving the seventh ganas, but you should be able to identify. Look at this. It's two there. It's the order. That's all you need to do. And the Sahaviriyam Karavavahai. And you should look at the Karavavahai. And what is this Karavavahai? But you have to look at Vahai here. And then you look at the table on the table. I just looked at it, and it is the a pratyaya dual it's the dual pratyaya. So you look at the table. What do you think is this? Is he is asking to protect both of us, to be strong. Viriyam, make us strong. So this is a avahai. So look at what is avahai on the in which one it comes to in your table 240.
Atmanepadi dual, sir.
Good. So that is what it is. It's it is comes from a root called crew, and it is first person plural. No, first person do. It's the dual Atmanepadi imperative load. May both of us be made strong. And likewise, you Tejasvi now, Avadhitam Astu. As is the second Gana Dhatu, and I explained to you, it has no Gana Vikarana, it's dropped. Is that dropping? I told you there are two types of drops. One is the Lopa, although it is dropped, its impact is there still. If there is an it letters, you have to do that. But if it is a look drop, it's totally, its existence was completely removed. So as plus two, astu, and it goes on, and they're all load here. And what I ask you to do is take this sloka and change all the loads to Vidhiling and see how it looks like. I hope you have done that. Then we give a second example. Swasti Prajabhyaha. Swasti always requires Chaturthi Vibhakti, like Namaha. Look at Swasti, Su Asti. And Su Asti becomes Swasti, because Su, U followed by A, Yanadaya Sandhi, U becomes a Va, that becomes Swasti. And Prajabhyaha, this is the fourth Gana, not fourth Gana, fourth Vibhakti, a dative case. And Bhyaha comes as a plural. So, and the grammar is given below. And Swasti, Swasti has two meanings. One is Shubhamaugaka. When we say Swasti, Chandramane, and in the Pendipilipulu. But if you look at Bhagavatam, when Vamana goes to Balichakravarti's ashram, but Vamana blesses him. Swasti Jagatrayi Bhuvana Sasana Kartakun, Hasamatra Vidvamsta Nilimpa Bhartakun, Udara Pada Vyavahartakun, Nijjari Galanyasta Suvarna Sutra Parihartakun, Danavaloka Bhartakun Swasti antaru. Ante Shubhamogakani. But other way, Telugu teachers will explain you is one antaru in Nasan Jastananand. Another used in the, I don't know whether they used in the towns, in Palutudlo Chadukunodu Itlantamata, Wadi Swasti Javtana Rani, ante Wadi Panaipoinanukau. So that is, it is a very dual meaning. Swasti Prajabhyaha Paripalayantam, Antam is the, you look at the Prachayas, you will know what it is. Our grammar is explained below. Nyayena Margena Mahim Mahishaha Go Brahmanebhyaha Shubham Astu Nityam. That's another verb here. Lokaha Samastaha Sukinaha Bhavantu is another plural here. Kale Varshatu is another verb. Parjanyaha Prudhivi Sasya Syalini Deshaha Ayam Deshaha, this country. Kshobha Rahitaha. Kshobha you should know. Kshub is the dhatu. Kshobha means pida. So that means there should not be any famine. Brahmana, so Deshoyam Shobha Rahitaha. Brahmanaha Santu Nirbhayaha. People with knowledge can exist without any fear. And Aputraha Putrinaha Santu. Putrinaha santu pautrinaha. And people who do not have, the santu is the verb. It's a load. Adhanaha sadanaha santu. Jivantu sharadam shatam. Jivantu sharadam shatam. Jiva and is antu. And the so what I want you to do is identify all the verbs. If you can't identify, it's given here in the grammar here in detail, and we change that to the load or withering and see what it happens. Then I also gave you a Vedic blessing. Let me go back to Vedic blessing. This is a common thing. Shatamanam bhavati. I just wrote it, it's actually bhavatu. I was giving you in this form. Shatamanam bhavatu. Let me change that. Is it 2 here? Yeah. Shatamanam bhavatu. Shatayuhu purusha shatendriya ayushevendriye pratitistati. Pashyema sharadam shatam. Sharadaha shatam. Jivema. You can see that jiva. Ima. Then you will see what the pratyaya is. Sharadam shatam. Modama mud, to rejoice. Sharadam shatam. And I also gave you the padacheda. So look at this should be bhavatu in the original thing. And each one of them you change to present tense, lat. And if they're in lot, change it to withering. If they're in withering, change it to lot, and see how it looks like. So from time to time, I'll give you things like this. And let me give you another sloka. This is from Kalidasa. And Kalidasa and his Bhojaraju are very close. And Bhojaraju always takes the advice from Kalidasa and follows it. The other people were very jealous of Kalidasa. So what they told him is, one day when Kalidasa did not come to the Sabha, the other people who were jealous went to Bhojaraju. So they told him, hey, Maharaja, you think the Kalidasa is very loyal to you? No. We'll play a game. So all of these people go to Kalidasa's house. They asked Bhojaraja to stand outside and listen to what happens. Bhojaraja and these people went inside and told Kalidasa, Bhojaraja died. And Kalidasa reacted with a sloka. Hearing that, they all became very delighted, and not delighted, they are concerned. And Bhojaraja hears that all of how Kalidasa was felt when they told him that Bhojaraja was dead. And he goes and appears in front of everybody. Kalidasa now realizes what game the other people are playing. He changes this, he gives another sloka with a slight modification. Look at here. Adya Dhara Niradhara. Adya, today, Dhara Nagaram, Niradhara. Niradhara. It has no support. Adhara, you know what it is. We use that in Telugu. Adya Dhara Niradhara. Niralamba Saraswati. Sorry. Niralamba Adya Dhara Niradhara. Niralamba Saraswati. Panditaha Sorry, this didn't come properly. Khanditaha. Adyadhara Niradhara Niralamba Saraswati. That's one line. Panditaha Khanditaha. Bhojaraja. Bhoja. What happened? Bhoja. Now, you should know most of the meanings of this, except Adya, that is today. Bhojaraja Divam Gataha. Gate. Gataha. Gataha is okay. Gataha is gone. It's a passive voice. And the Adya today, Thara Nagaram, that's a place where there Nir Adhara has no support. Nir Alamba. You know what Alambana means?
Support.
Huh?
Support.
No, there is a different meaning for that. Because when children are crying or they're in trouble, what does mother do?
Pamper them,
No, they put their head, she puts their head on their thigh.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
That is called alambanam. And women has that
Tendency.
capacity. Niralamba, who? Saraswati. Because, and then Panditaha, Khanditaha. You understand what it means? పండితులకి సపోర్ట్ లేదనమాట. వాళ్ళ కావ్యాలని చూసేవాళ్ళు ఎవరు లేరు. ఎప్పుడు భోజరాజ దివం గతః. Bhojaraja went to Swarga. Now, when he appeared back on his, Bhojaraja appeared, Kalidasa realizes, now he changes the whole thing. Look at this. This is the poet's Adyadhara Sadadhara. Sada Adhara. It's always supported. And Adyadhara, let me put this little bit further. I have a lot of stories like that. Adyadhara, Sadadhara. Niradhara, Niralamba is there. Sadalamba. Always there is a Sadalamba Saraswati. Always Saraswati is what called consoled. Panditaha, Manditaha. Now see whether you know what this word Mandita. That Khanditaha became Mandita. Have you ever heard that word? There is a song we talk about Saraswati. And I will, you have that song in your books? Let me open up that book. And look at your books, part 3, volume, part 3 of the volume 1, which everybody should have now. And it is, there is a, what is this shloka? I will show you. This is an appendix 15 page. Look at appendix 15. It is 29. I took up from my prayer book some general slokas, and basic slokas is Lukambaratanam Vishnu, then salutation to Ganesha, Agajana Padmarkam, most of you know it. Then when you get up in the morning, you look your fingers, hands, and you, this is what mothers tell to children. Karagre vasate Lakshmi, Karamadhye Saraswati, Karamule Bhaved Gauri, Prabhate Karadarshanam. And then you take, when you are taking bath, the water you are seeing, that's pouring on you, you think that all the river waters is combination of that. So Gangecha, Yamunecha, Godavari, Saraswati, Narmade, Sindhu, Kaveri, Jale, Asmin, Sannidhim Kuru. Asmin, in this water, you are praying that all those rivers water from Ganga, Yamuna, Godavari, Saraswati, Narmada, Sindhu, Kaveri, that water, Asmin Jale Sannidhim Kuru. Then when you see the morning, when you do a Surya Namaskara, you do this. Saptashvaradhamarudam Prachandam Kashyapatmajam Sveta Padmadharan Devam Tam Suryam Pranamamyaham. Pranamami Aham. That's a, you know, the actual root is nam, to bow, and you add a upasarga pra, that becomes a natvam, pranamami. Then Tulasi, there are beautiful sloka about Tulasi, and most of the people who have Tulasi plant in their house and go around. I heard this even in the people who do not know Sanskrit chant this sloka while they're doing a pradakshanam on Tulasi. Inti venaka we have some, the name antarama, anybody remembers that?
Backyard.
A backyard kada Tulasi mokkale esindanni.
Kundi and
Tulasi kota, sir.
Kundi andaru.
Kota, tulasi kota.
Yeah. దాని చుట్టూ తిరిగి ఉదాహరణ స్నానం చేసిన తర్వాత before they do anything, they do that. Then there is another sloka on which is and before we take food or any after we finish our prayer, before we go to the eating, then you chant these two slokas: Brahmaharpanam Brahmahavihi Brahmagnav Brahmanai. This is from 4th chapter of Gita, 24th verse. Then this is the 15th sloka and the 15th chapter. Aham Vaishwanaro Bhutva Praninam Deham Astitaha Prana Apana Sama Ayuktaha Pachami annam chaturvidham. I'll eat food in 4 ways, digest food. And Bhagavan is telling Arjuna that aham, I, Vaishwanaraha Bhutva, we will get the Bhutva from the 7th chapter we are going to do after this. And this is having become a digestive juices, praninam deham asritaha. I completely cover human beings or all pranis. Why? Prana apana, that's the Uchvasa Nishvasalu, prana apana samayuktaha, making them equal. Pachami annam chaturvidam. I digest food in 4 ways or eat food in 4 ways. You may say, why are you eating food in 4 ways? You're only eating once. No, if you look at, Shankara gives a beautiful lot of commentary on this. We eat food, bhakshyam, bhojyam, socyam, lehyam. Some food we eat like a regular rice or other things. Some we chew, like an example is this one, munakailu. When you do the drumsticks, inside there is a juice. You suck them. Like mangoes, the juicy mangoes, we put a small hole, we crush them, put push them a small hole and put the straw, and we pull that out. That's one way. We drink paniyam or this one, payasam. When the nuts are hard, we crack them. When some cases, we lick them. We put, you remember when you get the some Ayurvedic medicine, we put on this. And we lick it on that. So there are 4 ways. Shankara explains in commentary enormous way, examples. Then after you are eating, you wanted to digest, then you say that. Then when you talk about guru, who is a guru? We saw this. Gukara andakarasva rukara tannivartakaha andakara niroditvat guruhu iti abhijiyate. And the guru has two sounds, gukara and rukara. Gu represent guha. Guha is dark, cave. And ru is arohana, avarohana, ruh, to come out of that. So, gukara andhakarasva. We are all andhakaralu, our knowledge, a particular subject. And what Guru does is, he gives the direction how to come out of that ajnana. Andhakara niroditvat guruhu iti abhijiyate. Guru is said to be somebody who removes your ajnana. And then few other slokas on Guru. And then when before you leave the house, you pray some slokas, and before you go to bed, you pray you pray some slokas, and then there is one sloka. And to avoid bad dreams, you play some slokas, and then this Mutyunjaya mantra is very common. Trembakam Yajama. It's not Triambakam, Trembakam. There is a Takara, Akara, Ikara. Tri and Ambaka, it becomes Triambaka. The E becomes Ya, because that is the Yanadesh Sandhi. Amba is a mother, Ambaka, possessing that. what, and Amba is also I, because the baby sees through the mother's eyes when baby is in the at the mother's tummy. So Ambaka is somebody who possesses 3 eyes. We normally use the Trinetrudu is Ishvara, Shankara. Triambakam, Yajamahe. Now you know Yajamahe, Amahe. Look at the your table and say, this is one of the verbs. Lot Lakara. Sugandhim is the Shankara, who is the Trinetrudu, who has a one eye, can be used for seeing past, present, and future, 3 eyes. And you worship he gives good boons, and the boons will help you pushti vardhanam, improving your wealth, whatever wealth you are asking for. Then Urva, you are praying him. Why are you praying him? Urvarukam iva. Urvaruka is the dosakai, which is, if you ever grown that dosakaya cucumber plant, it's not, is it cucumber? It's not cucumber.
No, sir, it's not cucumber. Dosaka is different.
Yeah, and that and if you have a plant, you can't pull that out, the raw one. It's very hard. But when it is ripe, it comes out easily. So what you are asking, Urvarukam iva, like Urvarukam, Bandhanat, from bondage of births and deaths, Bandhanat, and Murchohu, from death, Mukshiya, Iya, look at the prachaya, what is the Mukshiya, Much is to release. From there, moksha comes. Mukshiya, ma is a negation here, not asatoma. That ma is the object of I, and that is a Dvitiya Vibhakti. You are asking him to release, to take away you bandhanat and death, release you from bondages of samsara and the death, ma amrutat, not from immortality. That's why you are praying him. Then Gayatri Mantra, most of you know that. We are going to make your own Gayatri Mantras. You are going to make a Gayatri Mantra on your parents. So easy to make this. Om Tat Savitru Varenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yona Prachodayat. And the Om Tat Savitur, the Savitru is a son. And he is a Varenyam. That son who is a Varenyam, who without son we can't exist. You Gita chanting people knew 14th sloka of the 3rd chapter. Annat bhavanti bhutani parjanyad anna sambhavaha yagnat bhavati parjanyaha yagneha karma samudbhavaha. We all need food. And food comes heavy from rain and light. Plants do not grow in dark. And we also need early morning light, because that's the one we know that new day is coming. That's why you call him Dinakara. And Om Sahana Avatu, not that, the Om Tat Savitur Varenyam. You are invoking the sun. Why? Bhargaha, again another name for sun. Devasya, you don't see God at all. You see sun. God is not an object to see. God is a subject in you. You are seeing through the, you are saying, when I say I, there is no I business. That is the Atma that is doing that. God is a subject, not object. So Sahana Bhavatu, not this one. Where is that? Savitur Varenyam Bhargaha Devasya Dhimahi. Dhimantru antamanam. Buddhimantudu. Dhi is intellectual. And you are worshipping him. So that why? Diyaha, your intellect, yaha, that person, naha, our. Diyaha yaha naha prachodayat. May he enlighten our intellect. You can make this. Om tat savitir varenyam bhargo devasya dhimahi, and you can say matru devaya vidmahi pitru devaya dhimahi, and then you can say diyaha yaha nahas prachodayat. So you can make up your own the slokas. We'll do that later on. And where is the Saraswati sloka? There is one beautiful sloka, Saraswati. Ya Devi is not that one. And yeah. Ya kundendu tushara hara dhavala, ya shubra vastravruta, ya veena varadanda mandita kara. See that here?
Yeah.
And ya veena varadanda mandita kara. And because of that veena in the hands of Saraswati, the hands are glowing because of the veena. Ya Sweta Padma Asana. She is sitting on a lotus flower. Ya Brahma Achyuta Shankara Prabhrutibihi Devaihi Sada Vandita. Brahma, Achyuta, Shankara, except all the other Deva, Devaihi, Tritiya Vivaktam, plural. By these gods, Sada, it's a Avyaya Vandita is what they are. She is worshipped by these people. Sa, that person, you are not praying any person whose name is Saraswati. That person who has all these qualities. Sa mam patu. Pa is a second gana root here, not like paniyam. Protect. May that mother Saraswati protect. Sa mam patu Saraswati Bhagavati Nishesha Jadya Apaha. Remove all my, do not leave any of my bad things on me. Or whatever I am suffering, remove them. You send that to Saraswati. So Mandita is all of that coming is because your book, part 3 has a lot of material, please. And I hope you have reviewed the part 3 after you got that. Now let me go back to, where is my? So, Adyadhara, Niradhara, Niralamba, Saraswati, Panditaha, Khanditaha, Bhojaraja, Divam Gata. And when people saw him, when Bhojaraja came into the Aching, said, Adyadhara, Sadhadhara. Sada Alamba Saraswati. Panditaha Manditaha. Now they're all glowing with their kavyal. They're all Bhojaraja, not Divangatava. Bhojaraja Bhuvim.
Bhuvingataha.
So he is on the land itself. So look at how the poets with a simple, the sada, here using sada here, in the adhara, sorry. Happened. Oh, I pressed the wrong thing. Is sada, here is niradhara. I added nir here. And this is the beauty of the great poets. You look at this. When we add nir, sorry, meaning has changed for adhara. Here, same ways, nir alamba, sada alamba. So these are the use of preposition plus the khanditaha, it changed to manditaha. Essentially the same flow. And that's the beauty of Sanskritam. Next week, I'm going to give you some couple of other slokas from Kalidasa. Now what I want to do is, we did last week, basically you take a root, add the Ganavikarana, and that's the base, follow the Sandhi inside here, then add the verbal pratyaya, which where there is a lat. Now do the same thing. You take the base, add the verbal pratyaya for lung. We did that for lot and vidhiling. Now what I'm going to give you, I only give you some introduction. We'll do the next week. Today I'm going to, not here. I'm going to do the 10th gana, not 10th gana, sorry. What I called lung. This is an, adyatane. And now, if you look at if you break what is lung is, let's do the padacheda, and you should, if I'm going too fast, please stop me. Adyatane, and adyatana is today. And the adyatane, what the vibhakti is that? Look at
Saptami,
Saptami Ekvachanam, we are adding E. If you take adyatana plus, you have to know what you are adding to get adyatane. Ne is this ends with a, and you have to add something to get a.
E. Yeah.
And then then you have to add e or long e. It doesn't matter what you, and because it's a nominal, it can't be verbal ending. It has to be case ending. Soup. So if you look at the soup table, it's Saptami Ekavachanam. In. So an adyatane, not today. Adya is today. We have seen that now. Adyadhara to niradhara. An adyatane bhute. What bhuta is past. Bhute in the past. Whatever that happened, not today. So there are three types of bhutas. Past. And if I draw, I can't draw on this. If you draw a vertical line and put a center, draw the center. Unfortunately, this I have not. In your case, draw a horizontal line and about 5-6 inches, and put in the middle, draw a vertical line, put time 0 there. So if I will do one way. I'll fool this, and okay, and no, I'll no, he's going to fool me. I will do one thing. Insert table. Okay, now let me get rid of that. I used to have a beautiful software which I did install on this machine. Delete row. Okay, now say this is a time t0. Now this is Sanskrit. That's a t0. Now this side is present, this side is past. So let's say somewhere here, I should have done 3. Okay, let me take this one. And let's call this is from here, this is entire today. This is today. What happened in the morning, and we are here now. What will happen later today? And in the present tense, typically you can use present tense. Unlike English, present tense is very wide. You can use it what happened a few hours before, what's going to happen to a few hours later. And past tense, there is a long past tense. Long. This is, let's say, it is 3,000 years or 2,000 years. And this is, we can put minus 3,000. And this is so long. But today, and whatever that happened, did happen not today, is called lung. So there are 3 past tenses. I will tell you, where is the past tense business? What we are doing is lung lakara. This adyatana bhute lung, and this is what, this is the simple thing. It's also known as in English, I don't know why they call this imperfect, sorry. Imperfect. And past that did not happen today. Whenever you say this happened today, you are a witness to that. You know that. If you are not a witness, you don't say that. You say somebody told you that it happened today. And that is one type of past. Another past is past that happened long time back, which you are not a witness. This is called And this is called lit. And this one is lit lakara. This is known as a perfect. I'll tell you what this lit is. Past that, this is called parokshe bhute lang, lit.
Sir, both lung and lit did not happen today, right? Both happened in the past only, right?
But here you are a witness here.
For which one? For the lit?
Lit. No, not lit. For the lung.
Lung also, this happened 2000 years back. I'm not a witness, right?
No, I didn't say that. I just put that it happened today. It didn't happen today. It could be, it's not past one. You are not, if you are there 3000 years back, yes, it's a lung. Look at this. Parokshe bhute, lit. That means it's seen by para. Akshay means eyes. You are not a witness to that.
It's lung.
Anything that you have not seen in Sanskritam, you have to use this lit lakara.
Lit, right? Exactly. Yeah, right. Yeah.
So parokshe bhute lit.
I get it. But for lung, you're saying even lung did not take place today, but we saw that action. Lung,
You are a witness.
you're a witness, but it happened in the past.
Yeah. Sorry. You are a witness for that. And but this one you are not a witness. Look at in the old classical books, you say Arjuna Uvacha.
Yes.
It's what is to say.
That's lit, right?
That's a lit, because who is telling you entire Mahabharata? Suta
Yeah.
Maharshi.
Yeah. So much telling his Sishyas, right? Yeah.
So he says,
Yes.
I was told by my guru this happened. He was told by his guru, or at the end, Vyasa was describing this. And after he war is over, he's describing this. And our scriptures say Ganesha wrote it.
Yeah. Well, yes, I explained it.
And nobody, even when you do a Satyanarayana Vrata, follow carefully the story after the Vrata. And then he says that somebody asked the question, why did it happen? And he say, oh, Poro Kalmalo, this happened. And Narada went and asked his father, Pitamaha.
Yeah, to help.
And then finally went to Narayana, asked, they explained this.
Yeah.
So then it's like this. When you ask a question and the whom you are asking question, he says, my teacher told me this. This is the answer. You got more respect to that answer. So this is what lit lakara is, very complex, but is used extensively. Yeah, if you look at your book, part 2,
I was looking
6.9 is almost 150 pages.
I'm looking at that. While I was asking the question, I was just reading that actually. Yeah.
And then there is another, deriving these are very easy. But there is another general past. And that is very complex. And the roots, each root has their own shape, procedure. So that's why it's very rarely used, except by well-known poets. So we don't cover that. We cover these two. And this is Parokshe Bhute Lit. And this is, you see in the old books. And we will explain in detail this, but lung is very easy to do. Let's look at what you have to do. You like this, whatever you did before. This process is exactly the same. We are doing for 1, 2, 1, 4, 6, and 10 ganas. Other ganas are problem. So take a root, modify the root. If it is modified, like gum becomes gacha, and pa becomes piba, drush becomes pashya, and add the verbal pratyaya, in this case, lung pratyaya. What happened here? Lung pratyaya from the table, and then and follow all the processes. And let's look at that. Easy for us. I'm going to close that in few minutes. So let's go back to number 2. Not that. Part 2. So let's go back to number 2. We call that imperfect. And if you know anything about German, French, Italian, and Spanish languages, they use the same terms: imperfect, perfect, verbal forms. And they use this Panini grammar extensively. Only Germans acknowledge that they are using Panini grammar. See, these are the things. There is a imperfect, there is a perfect lit.
Not sharing, sir. You're not sharing.
Oh, not sharing, sorry. New share. This is 6.56, and the general is called aorist or lung, but this is very rarely used in a day to day. But these distinctions, what happened, what did not happen today, lung, what happened long time back, on which you have no direct knowledge. Like your father told you, when you ask some question, he would say, my grandfather told me this. That his grandfather's grandfather told him, he was telling here. And it's conveyed to you now. So you were not there. And these distinctions, people don't follow that much now, modern people. And so getting a verbal form is very simple, like usual thing. From the base, form the base, add the particular pratyaya, follow the sandhi rules. Except there is one you add a preposition a, the hraswa a. You will see bhu is bhava. What is the pratyaya for lung, for third person singular? Takara, simple takara. If you look at the table, and what's the table? It is okay. Look at this table. Lung is takara only. Sakara, and it becomes So bhava plus takara bhavat. That's all. But there is a catch there. You add I in front, abhavat. That's it. And then you add this tam, an. And so you add all these pratyas that you get lang lakara. It's not difficult. But when it becomes difficulties is, I gave you a whole bunch of examples here, not here. I think 67. Imperfect here on 68. And what I did was, when you add that, let's say root is us, and you're adding I in front of that, then there is a big issue there. When you add root, the R to the root, when the root starts with a vowel, you don't follow normal sandhi. You take the ruddhi of that root first letter. See that? I'll give you some examples here. Let's take ish, to desire. Normally, it becomes icha, ichati. But you are adding I in front. Normally, A plus E should have become A. But there is a special rule here. When this special I is added to the root, which starts with a vowel, you take a vruddhi of the first vowel. So instead of taking guna here, you take E becomes A, aichat, desires. And those of you who chanted Ramayana, first sarga, which is called Mula Ramayana, and I will give you very quickly. Dasharatha Aichat. What did he desire? To Yuvarajana, to make Yuvaraja Rama as Yuvaraja. So I'll show you that sloka in a few minutes. So that is the only difference. You take the vruddhi of the first letter. Iksh to C, A plus E, Aiksh, Aikshat. Then Vuh. A plus U should have been O. It is Au, because you are taking vruddhi of this one. So those are the only difference. And then I give you a whole bunch of examples. And these are the terminations for which we saw from the other page. And these are these four tables: laka, lat, lot, lung, and whistling. You have to remember those tables until we derive them. And I don't know where to derive them. If here, if you have time, if in this class, but what I did was I took standard roots. Bhu, base is abhava. Now bhava, add in front, bha root start B, bha, so there is no akara there. It is abhava, it's abhavat, abhavatam, abhavatan. And then abhavan, sorry.
Just a reminder, time 9:09, sir.
Okay, so you go through this, and I gave a whole bunch of things and a lot of examples. So please go through this. And when you chant Gita, see wherever look at the very first sloka of Gita. There is a akurvata.
Dharmakshetre Kurukshetre.
Dharmakshetre Kurukshetre Samaveta Yutsavaha Mamaka Pandavascheva Kim Akurvata. What did they do, Sanjaya? Every translation I saw in Telugu by great pundits say, what are they doing? We are told Gita was being dictated as it was happening. It is but Mahabharata tells totally different way. So that is what it is. And please go through the section 5.6.5, everything there, except towards the end, 6.7 is the passive voice, 6.8 is the future tense. Those two we are not covering yet. I had to go back to case endings, and we have to do a little bit more vowel case endings like Hari and feminine forms and neutral forms in detail. So let me stop here, and I think Madhavi must have left because she said she has to go early. Badrinath Garu, I covered a lot of things repeated so that you can pick up.
Yeah, I'm trying to, yeah.
And Usha, any Prasan Lama?
No,
Please
sir.
do the homework, please.
Okay.
Without that, it's difficult.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the Subhash, any questions, Sally?
No, sir.
But please do the homework and the
Sir, next start చేస్తున్నారు సార్.
ఏంటండి?
నెక్స్ట్ బ్యాచ్ స్టార్ట్ చేస్తున్నారు మళ్ళీ ఇంకోసారి ఫస్ట్ టైం నుంచి
Yeah, you can I will it should be in the first week of June. I'm going to send you details.
Sir, yeah, because I think I need to, I missed few classes and now I need to.
Initially, because I'm assuming if you remember language, it will become easier, but any other language, but it's not easy because you got your daily workload.
Yes, sir.
Family and work thing is not that easy, but I'm glad you are all pursuing whoever, at least 6 people.
Yeah.
And I will go to my friend Venkateshwar. Any questions, Andy?
No. This is Sasti or Swasti?
Swasti.
No, but he's written here Sasti. Om Sasti Prajabhya.
No, Swasti. Oh, that may be typo.
Okay.
It is Swasti. I thought I corrected that.
That is exercises. Om 262.
262. Oh, it should be Swasti. Look at the meanings.
Okay.
Swasti. Su asti. Okay.
Swasti, Swasti it become. Okay.
Okay, now let's chant our Mangalacharan, please. Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavasishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Sri Gurubhyo Namaha.
Harihi Om Jai Shrimana.
Jai Srimanarayana. Agami Guru Vasare Punar Milishyamaha. Dhanyavadaha.
Thank you, sir.
Please send me emails if you have any questions, please.
Okay.
And use the books effectively. There's a lot of material in that book, in the 3 parts. Okay, I will close the meeting, please.
Yes.
Thank you very much. Venkateshwar, you can call me anytime.
Okay, okay, no problem.
I didn't see that Sasti by I thought I
Yes.
changed that printing.
No, yes.
No, you are
But
right.
in Telugu also it is there, Swasti undi kada. But Telugu, Sanskrit, I think it's not that deep. Some many correlations are there.
Because Telugu uses most of the Sanskrit words, but our people don't. Even the teachers didn't know this.
Yeah. But anyway, once you tell Sanskrit sloka, it is because we know Telugu, it's slightly easier for us, I think.
Yeah, but remember, you are older, so you have seen a lot of life, and you can relate that.
Okay.
But these younger people, current generation, they have no idea.
Yeah, they studied English only, no? See, we studied everything in up to SLC. We studied on Telugu only. Only my English language subject was there. That's all.
That's you're right. Even physics, science was in Telugu.
Yeah.
But my high school science teacher, composite maths teacher, they used to use English to explain them.
Oh. Yeah, mixer ఉండేది అప్పుడు.
వాళ్ళు ఎందుకంటే they told us we don't know who is going to set the paper.
Yeah.
And they used different పదాలు తెలుగులో.
Yeah.
అందుకని they used to give some for example ఈ బోన్ తొడలో ఉండే బోన్ ఉంది కదా,
అవును,
ఆ బోన్ ఫీబర్ ఇంగ్లీష్ లో. సో things were like that, but anyway, I know.
Okay. Calculus we studied also in this thing.
నువ్వు ఎస్టే సంస్కృతం చదువుకోండి, నేను సంస్కృతం చదువుకోలేదు, తెలుగు కూడా చదవలేదు సరిగ్గా చదవలేదు.
Okay.
Because I only studied 9th, 10th and 11th grades.
Oh. So మాకు ఎస్ఎల్సి వరకు రెండు ఉన్నాయి, తెలుగు ఉండింది.
నేను తెలుగు పార్ట్ 1 పార్ట్ 2 ఉండే మాకు
పార్ట్ 1 పార్ట్ 2 ఉండేది. అప్ టు 7th వరకు పార్ట్ 2 తీసుకున్నా, తర్వాత సంస్కృత్ తీసుకున్నా 8th standard లో.
Okay, I'm logging out.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you. So తత్సవితుర్వరేణ్యం భర్గో దేవస్య ధీమహి ధియో యో నః ప్రచోదయాత్. ఓం సహనావతు సహనో భునక్తు సహ వీర్యం కరవావహై తేజస్వినావధీతమస్తు మా విద్విషావహై. ఓం శాంతి. ఓం స్వస్తి ప్రజాభ్యః असतो मा सद्गमय सत्तमसो मा ज्योतिर्गमय मृत्योर्मा
నీ పాస్పోర్ట్ నీ గ్రీన్ కార్డ్ నాకు కావాలి. ఈ వాలెట్ లో పెట్టుకున్నావు కదా, లక్ష్మి ఇచ్చిన దాంట్లో కొత్త ఇంట్లో నీకు
పెట్టుకోలేదు. దాంట్లో బ్యాగ్లో ఉంది. నేను తీసుకోవాలి గ్రీన్ కార్డ్ ఉంది, పాస్పోర్ట్ అది. తీసుకోలేదు ఇట్లా కావాలి. నేను లోపల పైది కింద వేసుకొని పైన మామూలు డ్రెస్ వేసుకొని
అది ఎప్పుడు చెప్తుంది
అది కాదు, లోపల వేసుకొని బాగుంది, పైన షర్ట్ వేసుకొని ప్యాంట్ వేసుకుంటాను. ఇట్లా పైన అది ఉంటుంది.
పండుకొని నీకు నిద్ర వస్తుంది. పొద్దున్నే చూసుకున్నాను. ఓకే, సో నేను వెళ్ళి
Okay.
పడుకోండి. ఓకే, మాత్రం వేసుకున్నారా ఇద్దరు?
ఇప్పుడే కదా మామూలు వేసుకున్నాం మెడిసిన్.
మీరు 9:20 అయింది, నేను పడుకుంటున్నాను.
సరే.
నువ్వు ఉత్సాహంగా తిరుగుతూ ఉంటే మొత్తం ప్రపంచం నీ నేస్తం అవుతుంది. ఎప్పుడూ పడుకొని ఉంటే నీ చాప కూడా నీకు అసహించుకుంటుంది. పైకి కనిపించే అలంకారం కన్నా లోపల ఉన్న గుణం ముఖ్యం. విషం నిండిన బంగారు పాత్ర కన్నా తేనెతో నిండిన మట్టి కుండ ఎంతో విలువైనది. పచ్చనోటు ముందు పలచనైపోతున్న ఈ బంధాలు, ధనం ముందు కుటిరైపోతుంది గుణం, ఆస్తుల ముందు ఆవిరైపోతున్న ఈ ఆప్యాయతలు, నేటి మన ప్రవర్తనలే రేపు మన పిల్లలకు వస్త్రాలు. దెబ్బలు తిన్న రాయే విగ్రహంగా మారుతుంది, కానీ దెబ్బలు కొట్టిన శుద్ధి మాత్రం ఎప్పటికీ శుద్ధిగానే మిగిలిపోతుంది. ఎదురు దెబ్బలు తిన్నవాడు, నొప్పి విలువ తెలియని వాడు మహనీయుడు అవుతాడు. ఇతరులను ఇబ్బంది పెట్టేవాడు ఎప్పటికీ ఉన్న దగ్గరే ఉండిపోతాడు. మనకు అవసరం ఉన్నంత వరకు మన వాళ్ళలా నటిస్తారు, అవసరం తీరిపోయాక పరాయి వారిలా ప్రవర్తిస్తారు. ప్రేమతో కాదు, అవసరాలను బట్టి పంతాలు ముడిపడ్డాయి అన్నది పచ్చి నిజం. మనిషి తాను చేసే చెడు పనుల కన్నా ఇతరులపై తాను చెప్పే చెడు మాటల వలన అధికంగా చెడిపోతారు. ఎవరైతే నీలో మంచి చూసినప్పుడు నీతో ఉన్నారో, నీలో లోపాలు చూసినప్పుడు కూడా నీతో ఉంటారో వారే నీ నిజమైన ఆప్తులు. మీరు ఎప్పుడైనా ఇది గమనించారా? ఒక వ్యక్తి డబ్బు సంపాదనలో పడ్డాడు అంటే ఇక అతనికి లోకంలో దేనితోనూ సంబంధం ఉండదు. బంధాలు, అనుబంధాలు, మానవత్వం ఏవీ పట్టించుకోరు. చివరికి తన ఆరోగ్యం కూడా. సింహాన్ని ఎవరు ఆహ్వానించి అడవికి తాగును చేయరు. దాని శక్తి సామర్థ్యాలే దానికి ఆ వెనుకను పెడతాయి. మనిషికైనా అంతే. సముద్రంలో అలలు, మధ్య తరగతి వాడే కళలు రెండు ఒకటే. తీరం చేరినట్టే చేరి వెనక్కి ముగిపోతాయి. జీవితంలో తెగింపు ఉంటేనే కొన్ని సమస్యలకు ముగింపు పలకవచ్చు. ఒంటరిగా ఉండాలనుకున్న వారు అహంకారులు కాదు. జీవితంలో ప్రతి బంధానికి, ప్రతి ఒక్కరికి అర్హతకు మించి ప్రేమను, విలువను ఇచ్చి తమ సంతోషాన్ని కోల్పోయిన వారై ఉంటారు. నాది అనుకుంటే వదలను, పట్టుదలతో ప్రేమతో సాధిస్తాను, వద్దనుకుంటే ఆలోచించను. అది వస్తువైనా, స్నేహమైనా.
నా దాంట్లో వచ్చినాక కొంచెం
బాగుపడితే చూడాలి.
బాత్రూమ్
కొన్ని కనులు మన పతనాన్ని, నాశనాన్ని కోరుకుంటాయి. ప్రతిదీ నీకు నచ్చినట్టే జరగాలి, చెప్పిందే వినాలి అని అనుకోవడం మూర్ఖత్వం. ఎదుటి వారి మనసును, మాటను అర్థం చేసుకుంటేనే ఎదుటి వారి మనసులో నువ్వు స్థానాన్ని పొందగలవు. అదేంటో, నచ్చితే పెద్ద తప్పు కూడా చిన్నదే, నచ్చకపోతే చిన్న తప్పు కూడా పెద్దదే. భవిష్యత్తు బాగుండాలంటే కొన్ని కఠినమైన నిర్ణయాలు తీసుకోక తప్పదు. జీవితంలో తెలుసుకోవాల్సిన ముఖ్యమైన విషయం ఏమిటంటే, నీకు సమయం వచ్చేంత వరకు ఇతరులు కలిగించే నొప్పిని భరించాల్సి ఉంటుంది. ఈ రోజు పలుకుబడి ఉందని తప్పులు చేయకు, మాటలతో బాధ పెట్టకు, మనసు గాయపరచకు. బాగా గుర్తు పెట్టుకో, కర్మ సిద్ధాంతం ఒకటి ఉంది. అది మనం ఇచ్చింది తిరిగి మనకి ఇచ్చి వెళ్తుంది. ఎదిరించేవాడు లేకపోతే బెదిరించేవాడిదే రాజ్యం అవుతుంది. నమ్మకం మనిషి మీద ఉండాలి, కానీ ఎదుటి వారు చెప్పే చెప్పుడు మాటల మీద కాదు. నీ చుట్టూ 100 మంది ఉన్నా నీ ప్రత్యేకత నీకే ఉంటుంది. ఆ ప్రత్యేకత ఒకరు పొగిడారని పెరగదు, ఒకరు తిట్టారని పెరగదు. కాలం పరిచయం చేసిన మనుషులు అబద్ధం, వారి చేత నేర్చుకున్న గుణపాఠాలే నిజం. నువ్వు నమ్మినా నమ్మకున్నా నీ చుట్టూ ఉన్న ప్రతి మనిషి జీవితంలో నువ్వు ఎప్పటికీ ఒక అవసరానిది మాత్రమే. ఆశకు అంతం ఉండదు, పైసాకు పద్ధతి అనేది ఉండదు. ఈ రెండింటి వెనకాల పరిగెత్తే వాడికి బంధం కలవాలి అంటే రుణం ఉండాలి, బంధం కలుపుకోవాలి అంటే రుణం ఉండాలి. జీవితాన్ని అర్థం చేసుకున్న వారు ఎక్కువగా ఒంటరితనాన్ని ఇష్టపడతారు. ఎందుకంటే ఈ ప్రపంచంలోకి మనం ఒంటరిగానే వచ్చాం, అన్ని ఒంటరిగానే పోతాం. కష్టం విలువ, ఇష్టం విలువ ఒకరు చెప్తే తెలిసేవి కావు. స్వయంగా అనుభవించి అనుభూతి చెందితేనే తెలుస్తాయి. లేదంటే ఎదుటివారు పడే కష్టం తేలికగాను, చూపించే ఇష్టం చులకనగాను కనిపిస్తాయి. ఎవరినో ఎవరో నమ్ముకుని ఏదో చేసేద్దాం, ఏదో అయిపోదాం అనుకోకు. ఇది సినిమా కాదు, జీవితం. నీకోసం నువ్వు తప్ప ఎవరూ నిలబడరు. మనిషి బ్రతికి అయిన ఆయుధాలు: ఒకటి అనుమానం, రెండు అవమానం. ఒక తెలివైన వ్యక్తి స్త్రీకి రెండు విషయాలు చెప్పడు: అతని నిజమైన భావాలు మరియు అతని సమతుల్యత. ఏది శాశ్వతం కాదు. ఈ లోకంలో గడుపుతున్న ఈ క్షణం మాత్రమే మనది. నిన్న అనేది తీరిపోయిన రుణం, రేపు అనేది దేవుడిచ్చిన వారం. గుణం విషయంలో మనకంటే ఎక్కువ వారితోనూ, ధనం విషయంలో మనకంటే తక్కువ వారితోనూ పోల్చుకుంటే జీవితం సంతోషంగా ఉంటుంది. నవ్వితే చూడవలసింది దంతాలను కాదు, దరహాసాన్ని. ఏడిస్తే చూడవలసింది కన్నీటిని కాదు, కారణం. బంగారాన్ని బంగారమే అని నిరూపించుకోవడానికి పరీక్షలు ఎదుర్కొంటుంది. కానీ బొగ్గుని బొగ్గు అని చెప్పడానికి ఏ పరీక్షలు అవసరం లేదు. చూసి చెప్పేస్తారు. ప్రతి విజయం తర్వాత ఆ లక్ష్యం ప్రదర్శించవద్దు. ఎందుకంటే నీ రెండో విజయం ప్రయత్నంలో కనుక నువ్వు నీ మొదటి గెలుపు అదృష్టం కొద్ది వచ్చిందని చెప్పడానికి చాలా మంది ఎదురు చూస్తుంటారు. ఏ విషయంలోనూ ఎవరి మీద ఆధారపడదు. ఒకసారి అడిగితే సాయం, అదే సాయం పదే పదే అడిగితే చేతకానితనం. వీలైనంత వరకు ఎవరి సాయం లేకుండా బ్రతకడం నేర్చుకో. అప్పుడే నీ మీద నీకు నమ్మకం, నీ మీద ఇతరులకు గౌరవం పెరుగుతుంది. జీవితం ఆశతో కాదు, కసితో, కోపంతో బ్రతకాలి. ఇక్కడ బ్రతకాలంటే యుద్ధం చేయాలి, పోరాడాలి. భయపడినా బాధపడినా మన జీవితం మనల్ని ఈ ప్రపంచంలో నుండి దూరంగా విసిరిపారేస్తుంది. మనల్ని ఒకరు మోసం చేశారని బాధపడడం కన్నా మనం ఎవరిని మోసం చేయలేదు అని సంతోషంగా ఉండటమే. ఎందుకంటే కాలం అనేది ఉంటుంది, అన్నిటికీ సమాధానం చెబుతుంది. పడిపోతావని భయపడితే నరక రాదు, ఓడిపోతావని భయపడితే విజయం రాదు. ఫలితాన్ని నువ్వు నిర్ణయించకు, ప్రయత్నిస్తూ పోతే ఫలితం అదే వస్తుంది. ఇతరుల్ని అర్థం చేసుకున్నవాడు విజ్ఞాని, కానీ తనని తాను అర్థం చేసుకున్నవాడు వివేకి. వివేకం లేని విజ్ఞానం నిష్ప్రయోజనం. గెలుపు అనేది నీడ లాంటిది, దాన్ని పట్టుకోవాలని చూడకు. నీ దారిలో నువ్వు సాగిపో, దానంతట అదే నీ వెంట వస్తుంది. కానీ నీ అడుగులు వెలుగు వైపు పడితేనే నీడ ఉంటుందని గమనించాలి. కోల్పోవడం అలవాటైన వారికి కోలుకోవడం కష్టమేమీ కాదు. మీరు మీ భవిష్యత్తును మార్చలేరు, కానీ మీ అలవాట్లను మార్చుకోగలరు. కాబట్టి మీ అలవాట్లు మీ భవిష్యత్తును మారుస్తాయి. 10 మంది మిత్రులతో కూర్చొని ఒకరి గురించి చెడుగా మాట్లాడడం కన్నా ఒంటరిగా కూర్చొని ఒక మంచి పుస్తకం చదవడం ఎంతో మిన్న. జీవితం చాలా అందమైనది. ఒక రోజు, ఒక గంట, ఒక నిమిషం మీ జీవితంలో ఏది తిరిగి రాదు. దేశాలు, వాగ్వాదాలు వద్దు. ప్రతి ఒక్కరితో నవ్వుతూ మాట్లాడు, ఆనందంగా జీవించు. థ్యాంక్ యూ ఫర్ వాచింగ్. తర్వాత వీడియోల కోసం ఇక్కడ క్లిక్ చేయండి. మరిన్ని వీడియోల కోసం నా ఛానల్ సబ్స్క్రైబ్ చేసుకొని లైక్ చేయండి.
you.